Good morning, students. This is 10th standard biology video class, video 1. In this video, we are going to start the new lesson, that is unit 19, origin and evolution of life. Dear students, in this lesson, how living things which is originated on the earth. That is only we are going to see in this lesson in a detailed manner. Dear students, each and every living organism made up of with structural and functional unit is called a cell. That cell which are showing different characteristic feature, organizational process, functional is also different. They are also showing the different mechanism of origin and evolution of differences and maintain a balanced relationship with nature. That means how living organism which are adapted in the particular environment based on the different environmental factor. That is known as origin and evolution of an living organism. The evolution of each organism indicates the knowledge of the past and also present of an organism, and also we can able to know the entire understanding knowledge of the present and past of the living organism. Dear students, the life is beginning on the earth nowadays changed based upon the environmental factor and also time. The history of this organism is consist of two aspects. One is origin of the life on the earth, and other one is the what all the gradual changes occur in a living organism from the past to the present, are the two aspects of living organism. So the difference between past and the present and also changes occur from the past to the present, which leads to the evolution of an living organism. That is said to be introductory part of origin and evolution of life. First one, origin of earth. Dear students, origin of life is connected with the origin of earth. So both of them connected together or linked together. The theory named Big Bang theory, which explains the origin of universe. We all know that one. Universe is bigger than the earth, isn't it? So the Big Bang theory, which explains the universe of origin of universe. This Big Bang theory proposes that universe at an explosive beginning. So based upon the Big Bang theory, the universe is originated 15 billion years ago. This universe consists of stars, clouds of gas, dust. These three of them formed a galaxy. This is all you already studied in the geography lesson. So universe comprised of stars, clouds of gas and dust. They are joined together to form a galaxies. The solar system also created when the gaseous clouds started to collapse due to the force of gravity, which are forming atoms and particles. Atoms, dust grains, and gaseous disk, that means oval shaped structure, aggregated to form clumps and gave rise to, that means gives rise to planets. This forms the solar system of the Milky Way galaxy. So from this Milky Way formation in the atmosphere or in the universe, after that only Earth was supposed to be formed 4.5 billion years back. In that Earth, life activities are appeared 500 million years after the formation of the Earth. So this is all the introductory part of origin of the Earth and the universe. Now we are going to see theories of origin of life. That means how life is originated on the Earth was proposed by different theory by different scientists. Many theories have been postulated to explain the origin of life. First one is the special creation. According to this theory, life exists on the earth was made by God in the heaven. That's why it's given earth is originated by divine creation. That means by God. Okay. And also the life is created by supernatural event in a particular time in the past. And also this special creation theory explains that the life has not changed ever since its origin. That means they explain that the life which was produced on the earth in the past, still there is no change in the life activity on the earth. That theory is known as special creation. Next one, spontaneous generation. Spontaneous, that means automatically. That means from the natural itself, the life is originated. See that one, it is otherwise known as abiogenesis. Abio means absence of living activities or life activities. That is said to be abiogenesis. So according to this theory, life is originated from the lifeless matter. Lifeless matter means non-living matter. This theory was believed that fish is a living thing originated from the mud, say. Frogs are originated from the moist soil, and insects are originated from the decaying matter. So the mud, moist soil and decaying matter are non-living thing. According to spontaneous generation theory or abiogenesis theory, life is originated from the lifeless matter or non-living thing such as mud, moist soil and decaying matter. Decaying matter means waste material of cow dung and also destroyed parts of plant parts. Then dead and decayed matter of the human being's body, everything. It's said to be the decaying matter. That means waste matter. Next one, biogenesis. Biogenesis means life is originated from the living organism or living thing or pre-existing life. It was postulated by Louis Pasteur, a scientist in the year 1862. That is, life is originated from pre-existing life. That means already produced life organism. The life has originated. That is said to be biogenesis. So this was proved by Louis Pasteur by his experiment. He has taken the flask which is pre-sterilized. Sterilized means to remove the microorganism from the flask by using the method. That is said to be pre-sterilized. Before going to be used the flask for experimental process, that flask should be sterilized by Louis Pasteur with a different experiment. And also the flask is closed with a lid with airtight corner. With killed yeast. That means a killed yeast is also added in the flask. So this killed yeast and airtight flask container did not give rise to any life form. In the another flask, that means he has taken two flasks. One flask kept closed airtight and with killed yeast is placed inner side. So in this flask there is no life form is originated. Likewise the another flask is kept open and air is entered into the flask which makes the yeast to produce the newly formed microorganism. Yeast is a fungi and also microorganism. So he has proved that by his experiment, the airtight container, that means closed airtight flask which kills the yeast, but another flask it is open, the air is freely entered into the organism and the newly formed yeasts are produced from the yeast which is placed in the flask. That type of theory is known as biogenesis. That means living thing articulated or produced from the pre-existing life is known as biogenesis, postulated by Louis Pasteur in the year 1862. So dear students, according to biogenesis theory, the killed yeast which is placed in the flask, which is open, free air enter into the organism, free air enter into the flask and produce newly formed living organism from the killed yeast. That process is known as, a theory is known as biogenesis, postulated by Louis Pasteur. Next theory is extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. According to this theory, life is originated from outer space. That means life is came from the outer space. The unit of life, according to this theory, is known as spores or panspermia. This is important. One more question. These spores or panspermia were transferred to different planets including Earth. This idea was still supported by some astronomers. That theory is known as cosmic region or extraterrestrial. Simply the answer is, what is that one? Life is originated from outer space. The unit of life is known as spores or panspermia. The spores are transferred to the different planets including Earth. That theory is known as extraterrestrial or cosmic origin. Next one, chemical evolution of life. This was proposed by the scientist Oparin in the year 1922 and Haldane in 1929. According to this theory, life was originated by a series of sequential chemical reaction. Sequential chemical reaction. The first form of the life is originated from pre-existing non-living inorganic molecules. See that one inorganic molecule is a chemical substance, isn't it? So that according to this theory, life is originated from series of sequential chemical reaction. The first life form is originated from pre-existing non-living inorganic molecules, which gives rise to the formation of different organic molecules. Diverse means different. So inorganic molecules produce the different organic molecules. These organic molecules are transformed into colloid system to produce the life. So this modern concept on chemical evolution regarding origin of life was accepted. So this theory was known as chemical evolution of life, proposed by Oparin and Haldane. Is very important. 2 mark and 3 mark question. Dear students, up to this we have seen origin of life. That means different theories of origin of life. Now we are going to see theories of evolution. So life has been evolved in the 18th century. What is evolution? In Tamil it is known as Parinamam. So evolution is a gradual change. It's not a continuous change. It's a gradually showing the changes occurring in a living organism from the period of time life has produced still now. That is said to be evolution. What is evolution is the important 2 mark question. Is a gradual change occurring in living organism over a period of time. Formation of new species due to changes in specific character over several generations as response to the natural selection is called evolution. So this is another definition for evolution. Dear students, evolution is the gradual change occurring in living organism over a period of time, and also new species has been formed with the changes, and also special characters has been produced in the living organism over several generations, and also those organisms which responds to the natural selection is called evolution. So these natural changes are occurring is explained through the theories of evolution was proposed by 2 scientists. One is Lamarck, another one is the Darwin. So how the changes, gradual changes occurring in the living organism which produce special character over several generations, and also those organisms which are responding to the natural environment is known as evolution. Theory of evolution was proposed by 2 scientists. One is Lamarck, another one is the Charles Darwin. Dear students, first we are going to see theories of Lamarck. Lamarck theories are known as Lamarckism. The full name of Lamarck is Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. He was a French naturalist. His theory was well known in the history period. The Lamarck theory was published in his book is known as Philosophic Zoologic in the year 1809. Is an important book back 1 mark question. It is popularly known as theory of inheritance of acquired character. Theory of inheritance of acquired characters or use and disuse of theory or Lamarckism. So these are all the different names of theory of Lamarck. Lamarckism or use and disuse theory or theory of inheritance of acquired character. So first we are going to see principles of Lamarckism. Different principle is there. First one is the internal vital force. The living organism and their characteristic features are increase in size continuously. So the increase in the size of a living organism is a great potential which is already present inner side of the living organism. That character should be inherited, that means transmitted to the next generation. That is known as internal vital force. Next one, environment and new needs. The changes occur in the environment. It brings the changes in an organism. To respond to the particular environmental changes, organism also producing certain adaptive characters. So this adaptive nature of the organism may develop the new parts of the body to survive in the particular environment. That is known as environment and new needs. Another principle is use and disuse theory. Dear students, according to Lamarck, use and disuse theory state that the organ which is used continuously will get into strengthening, and also that organ is well developed and it is suitable for the particular changing environment. At the same time, when an organ is not used for a long time, it is gradually destroyed or degenerates. So this use and disuse theory was proved by an example. The ancestor of giraffe, ancestor means munnor, forefather, were provided with short neck and short forelimbs. But nowadays, the giraffe is having long neck and also long leg, isn't it? That means forelimbs. But in the ancestor of the giraffe, having short neck and short forelimbs. So due to the shortage of grass on the ground, these giraffes were forced to pick up the leaves from the tall trees so that they are raised their neck region and also forelimbs to take the food material, that means leafy region on the trees. So gradually the length of the neck and forelimbs of the length is also increased. So this proved that the organ which is used for longer period is well adapted and also it gets strengthened, is proved by Lamarck. That theory is known as use and disuse theory. See the paragraph. The continuous stretching of the neck and forelimbs resulted in the development of long leg and long forelimbs, which is an example for continuous usage of an organ, that is constant usage of an organ. Another example, a bird which is known as kiwi, having the wings, but the kiwi is not using the wings to fly in the air. Finally, The present day kiwi is not having any wings. There is another example of disuse of the organ. So, usage of organ is example for giraffe. Disusage of organ is example for kiwi. Is important. One more question. With the help of these two organs, Lamarck proved the theory, use and disuse of theory. Next one, theory of inheritance of acquired character. Dear students, in the previous paragraph also we have seen, any changes occur in the environment is also cause changes in an organism. So with the help of the changes only, that organism which respond to the particular environment. This character is known as adaptive characters. Dear students, the changes occur in the environment is also cause changes in the living organism. According to the changes, organs is also developed in their living organism to adapt the particular environment. So those adaptive character is known as acquired character. So to respond to the particular environment, living organism is also showing certain changes in their body. Along with character is also changed. Those changes are known as acquired character.